So the very first step for a first-time buyer should always be to check your credit file across all three credit agencies, Equifax, Experian and TransUnion, especially if you are applying for a mortgage, as these are the credit profiles of yours that the mortgage lender will check when carrying out a credit score. Quite often your credit files can have errors. In today's video, we're going to look at the all-new Checkmyfile credit file, which was recently relaunched, rebranded, and looks a little bit different, or quite a lot different from the last one. I'm going to be using my own credit file for data protection reasons. I can't use anyone else's. You can download your free Checkmyfile credit file using the link in the corner of the screen or the description below, so you can follow along with me. It's free to download for the first 30 days and £14.99 thereafter. You can cancel at any time, and this is vital to do if you're a first-time buyer. All right, let's jump onto the computer.
So the first thing you want to do once you have clicked the link and have gone to Checkmyfile is click sign up to register. Okay, put your email address and a password. Okay, this will give you your 30-day free trial, £14.99 thereafter, and you can cancel online at any time. So once you have done that and accepted the terms, click continue, and it will take you through the process of opening a new account. If you've already got an account, then you can log in. So I'm just going to log in here with my details. When you log in, you will see your score on the right hand side. Okay, now don't take too much notice of this score. Mortgage lenders are not looking at your score, they're looking at your history, okay, over the last 6 years. And your Experian, Equifax and TransUnion credit reports will be reflected on one report. Now there's a few options at the left, and you can look at things, you know, from a different angle, should I say, but you know, the best thing is just to download your report. Okay, you can see total balances here: mortgage, credit card, bank account, overdraft. All right, and if you scroll all the way down, you will see print or save your file. Okay, so you just click that, click print stroke save, and make sure save as a PDF is selected, and then we can save that to the desktop. Okay, and now I can go to the desktop and we can start having a look through. So the first page, it shows your score, your name, and payment history key. It's important to understand what these mean. Okay, so if you've got a number 1, it means you've had 1 late payment. Number 2, you're in arrears by 2 months. 3, arrears 3 months, and so on. Okay, clean payment, so you paid on time. S, settled, the account has been paid off in full. U, unknown, sometimes that happens where the company of who your credit commitment is with doesn't report a status. And inactive, you know, for some type of reason it's gone inactive. Let's go to the next page. Okay, so here, Sainsbury's credit card, £3,000 limit, balance not reported. Okay, often because it's a 0 or I've not used this for a while. And you can see that each month, if there was a balance, it's been paid on time, or if there wasn't a balance, it will also show as an OK while the account's open. If you're thinking about getting a credit card to improve your score, just beware that by taking one out can initially lower your score, but after 6 to 12 months of, you know, spending say £50, £100 on it each month and clearing it in full, that's going to help with your credit history. We can see we've got Experian, Equifax and TransUnion here. Okay, and they're all reported, all 3. So Sainsbury's have reported to all 3 correctly, and this has all been brought through. Now I want to give you another example. where a record is missing. So we're okay here. Argos card, balance currently 400, limit 1190. That was for a Sage coffee machine. Very happy with that, I must say. Barista Pro, if you like your coffee. Okay, so Barclay card reported to all three. Okay, so Barclays bank account, you can see it's only reported to TransUnion, not Experian and Equifax. Now, because I've got, other records showing, there's another one here. Okay, mortgage, payment, Belmont Green Financial Limited, which is Vida Home Loans. That was within my first year, I had 1 year of self-employed trading with this business, which is why I couldn't go to the high street. I only had 1 year's. Balance £233,588, 27 years, £1,403 per month, and you can see the greens, so paid on time, opening balance, current balance. Now, Equifax isn't showing this. Now, as I was going to say, neither is, Barclays Bank current account is not showing on Experian and Equifax. Now, if I only had these two accounts, I would get in touch with Equifax and say, look, you're not showing my mortgage and my current account, and they would, ask for probably proof of being on the voters roll or proof I live at my current address, and they would then look to make sure those records are showing. Okay, but because I've got enough history with other cards, I'm very confident that my credit profile will be pulled through by a mortgage lender, and it wouldn't be such an issue. But if you've not got a huge credit history, then any of these missing, and especially if you want to apply for a mortgage, then it's good practice as well, just to try and get your credit commitment showing across all three agencies. Because if you apply for a mortgage with, say, Barclays, for example, they might use just Equifax to pull your information through. Okay, so if I applied with them and they tried to pull through from Equifax and this was my only record, then they're going to get a blank record and I probably won't pass the credit score. Where if they use TransUnion in this instance, I should be okay. If they use Experian, I might have a problem. Okay, so if you are using a mortgage lender who just uses one of them, and some mortgage lenders will use Experian, others Equifax, others TransUnion, some of them will use two records at once. Okay, some use one at agreement in principle stage and the other at the full, when you submit the full mortgage application. Okay, again, it's why it's so important to understand what's going on all three agencies, because you might just have an Experian report and that looks nice, you got a 900 odd credit score, but on Equifax you got a default you didn't know of, and you apply to a mortgage lender who uses Equifax, they decline your mortgage and you're none the wiser. That's why it's so important to get one of these files. BT, so telecommunications. If you've got a telecommunications account and you've got a dispute over 50 quid or something, just pay the bill. You don't want missed payments, especially just before you're applying for a mortgage. Now, I'm not going to go through every page on the report. Let's scroll down. I'm interested in voters' roll records, things like that, address history. So here is my address and electoral roll. If you scroll towards, this is page 36 of 59. And I've got a full bill of health in regards to address histories on the voters' roll. And that's what you want to see. Now, you can register just for mortgage purposes. It does help your credit files be pulled through correctly and easily. If for any reason you don't vote, then just make sure all your credit commitments with your bank and everything like that is up to date. Make sure you don't have your address registered at your parents or something. Do your own address. If it's an address share, register that address. You want addresses, you want a history of where you live to be registered, because that will help with your credit profile and your credit score. And then at the very end, the last pages are where you've done soft searches with, insurance companies and whatnot, or just made an inquiry. Viva Insurance, a lot of insurances go as soft searches, and a soft search does not harm your credit score, even if you have quite a few. If you have a hard search, they'll also show as hard searches, and you want to try and avoid hard searches, because that is where they effectively download your whole credit file and look at it a bit manually, rather than just doing a soft search, which is a quick sort of look at your history without actually manually downloading your file and looking at it. So that is your credit file and how it all works.
Hope you found that useful. If you're a first-time buyer looking to purchase your first property, then this really is the first step you need to be carrying out, because you don't want something to crop up and bite you later on down the line and stop you buying your dream home. Preparation is the key. Mortgage warning: as a mortgage is secured against your home, it could be repossessed if you do not keep up the mortgage repayments. So thanks for watching today's video. Please check out the show notes for a recap with access to any links discussed today. And please do subscribe to the channel. It really does help, and I do promise to keep the videos coming every week and providing as much value as I possibly can. You'll get everything, all my secrets, everything I know. Have a beautiful day. I'll see you in the next one.